I am once again broadcasting from my spaceship high above your wonderful planet. In my first transmission I was discussing people who are differently abled. I will continue with what I was talking about before and also my thoughts on fashion and the media. Finally I will tell you my views on sexism, then tie it all in with perfect universal unconditional respect for ourselves and others. Yes, I know my voice is a bit different this time. I had a cold, but I am over it now. First I want to address a certain issue that people keep bringing up. If the grass is truly greener on the other side, then they are probably using some fake chemical crap. You should just be proud of what you have. Now, having talked about people with disabilities, or rather people with different abilities, I think it is important to note that those wonderful differences can be very hard for many people to see. Sometimes the differences themselves are easy to see, but there is great beauty. Gifts of insight and wisdom. They are on the inside and it is up to us to let them out. To see them. That, however, is easier said than done. What is hot? What is it that you find attractive? What is attractive? Is it something that can be defined? Maybe something that we can nail down and say yes, that is it? Is it tangible? Is it something we recognize consciously or unconsciously? Does there have to be specific standards? Is there a committee? A think tank with a board of directors poring over photos and videos making decisions? There must be. We don't have to think any more about what is attractive. We can just sit back and be told. This is what you should strive to be. This is what you should strive to do. Magazines, movies, TV, internet, billboards, and other ads, designers, celebrities, models. Perhaps even your friends. I use that term loosely. I hate to use terms like brainwashing or mind control, although they do sound like fun science fiction. That is pretty close to what it is, or at least that is the way I see it. Let me ask you a dumb question. I am just kidding, there is no such thing as a dumb question. Except for the smart ones that go unasked. Do you care about your friends? Family? Of course you do. You want to see them happy, see them healthy. You want to see them looking and feeling good about themselves. You spend time together, though maybe not as much as you would like. You appreciate their input, opinions, and ideas. Sometimes we just humor them. But still, regardless of who they are, there are people that you deeply love and respect, and you know they feel the same way about you. So what about the people that write those magazines? The movies, the TV shows, and the people behind so many ads, billboards, etc. Do you care about them? Do you know them? Do you think they care about you? Of course, maybe you have family and friends in advertising/marketing. But I am talking about business. I am talking about business because that is all there is. I am talking about money. Big money. And God. That is right. Money is considered a religion for businesses. Guess what? They do not care about you. Except of course for your money. It is just business. Only it is not just that really. It is also psychology. Marketers, ad executives, most of the media, critics, reviewers on the internet, publishers can be brilliant writers of fiction. Because what they have given us is a set of rules and standards. People like this have created a whole strange world. Then they convince you that you live in it. Yes, a standard. There are disturbingly specific standards by which women and men base themselves and run their lives. What a man should look like, what a woman should look like, what is beautiful or handsome, what is trendy, what is hot, what you should like and dislike, the best music, the best movies, what is a real man, What is a real woman? I will tell you, and I do not really have anything to gain from it. There are 3 things that determine a real man. He is responsible. Tries to put others' needs before his own. And most importantly, he does not listen to anyone tell him he is not a real man. Men, you do not need to be able to belch the alphabet, or go into the forest and shoot everything that moves. You do not need to learn how to rope a bull, become hugely ripped, or spit every other minute. What makes you a man is just being a good person and listening to your heart. Also notice that I did not mention having lots of money. Money does not make a man, it is the other way around. Women. Where do I start? A real woman is a good woman. You do not need to be thin or have your makeup perfect. You do not need high heels and high fashion. Just be responsible, trustworthy, hard-working and kind. Do what you do what you love, be a good person, and that is all there is to it. But is it not sad that we have to ask? Is it not twisted that we as a society cannot decide these things for ourselves? We have to be told how to be, what to like, what beauty is, real men and women. You would think just looking in a mirror was enough to tell us what beauty is. And it should be, because all of you are truly magnificent. Marketing, mind control, money. These are the things that set our standards. How much power are you going to give them? I will go back to fashion. That is a strange word. Do we know what it is? Yes, I know we are told what fashion is by people who want to sell us things, but do we really understand it? No. How about what you are wearing? Is that the latest fashion? Who cares? And why would they care? What you are wearing can say a great deal about who you are, what you believe in, and how you feel at the moment. I like to look good when I go out, but in doing so I never lose sight of who I am and what I represent. Personal appearance is important. Deodorant, for instance, and cologne. Fresh breath and nice hair. Or at least as nice as you can manage. Which is why I keep mine short or shaved. It is important to let people see that you care about the way you look by tucking in the shirt, wear matching socks and that sort of thing. It does not, however, have to be what everyone else is wearing. What you wear should always represent in some way who you are. If you are not happy wearing something or do not feel good about it, then it will probably come across that way to others. Clothes do not make the man, but a man can really make the clothes with body language. To me, that is one of the most important aspects of looking good. The way you sit, stand, fidget, make eye contact and so on. The best fashion is a good smile and just you being you. And to be aware. And then there are the rules. That's right, the rules. Let us go over a few rules, shall we? First, dating. Men should be the ones to ask a woman out. Men should do all the driving. This one bothers me because I have always hated driving. Men should always pay for a date. After having dated and for a while, it is always the man who has to ask a woman for marriage. And really, why can a woman not carry a man across the threshold on the wedding day? These things would not bother me if they were not forced on us. Basically they are. We as individuals are under constant public scrutiny, and surveillance, I might add, and are expected to play by a very outdated and extremely sexist set of guidelines. Guidelines as in they are supposed to lead us in a direction that someone wants us to go. Maybe it is not the way we want to go. Maybe a lady sees a nice guy in a Spider-Man t-shirt, for instance. She wants to ask him out. But before doing so, because of our conditioning, she may tend to ask herself first what other people might think about that. What actually inspired me to start writing this talk was a bit of an article, but I do not remember where it was from. The article was entitled, "Is it acceptable for a woman to propose to a man?" I swear to you all, I dropped my cereal when I read this. Is it acceptable? Really? I just want that to sink in for a minute. This is stupid. Again, is there a committee? Is there a group of judges out there that carefully review each case brought before them to reasonably determine the best course of action? Or could it be that it's your life and your decision? Every single time. Your choice, your decision, your life. Why? Why do people force themselves to live by these outdated, illogical rules? Why do we live to have others make decisions like this for us? Laws are laws and they are there to protect us. But not these outdated, illogical social regulations. Life is for living and we live for a reason. Part of living is having fun. I love comic books, video games, and I collect action figures. I watch cartoons to calm down after the news. I like a lot of kids' movies. I consume numerous books and movies about all things paranormal, especially UFO-related material. These kinds of things are not really considered acceptable to a lot of people. Why not? It is fun for me. So, what is the problem? Seriously, if you are a 40-year-old guy and enjoy knitting, then go for it. What is the problem? What is the harm in doing what you enjoy if you are not hurting anyone? What is the harm is not doing the things you like. The fact that you are not living your life and living life is why we are here. Anyone here know what a Brony is? A Brony is an adult who enjoys My Little Pony. Okay. So what is the problem? Why is there a stigma here? If you are truly happy with your life, you will not tell someone how to live theirs. You will be too busy having fun. With all of these things pressuring us and living under society's middle finger, it can be hard to make a good call sometimes. It can be hard to see ourselves the way we are when we are always looking through someone else's eyes. It can be difficult to know who we are when we are being surrounded by people who want to define us, or manipulate us. Sometimes we can become lost looking in a mirror and just see a person looking for answers. There are so many people that make up this world. You are unique among them. Unique ideas and ideals, a look, a heart, a passion, a desire, a dream that is yours and only yours. You are unique among them, and in that sense you are truly special. Sometimes it is hard to see you in that mirror. Hard to understand just how gorgeous you really are and how precious is that life you want to live. And how fragile at times. I have made this point before, but I must make it again. We are divine. We are unique and divine beings of light, capable of boundless passion and endless possibilities. Our bodies are divine. We are divine, and even if you do not believe it, you must at least appreciate you for everything you are. And love. Not just understanding and accepting regrets or the things you want to change, but real love. If you do want to make change happen, it cannot happen any other way.